Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home to the Indianapolis 500, the Brickyard 400, and the Indianapolis Grand Prix. This weekend I'm here for a different reason. I'm here for the first ever Champ Car event at Indianapolis. This weekend 102 teams will compete in two 10-hour endurance races on the Indy Grand Prix course. I will be following Resilience Racing as they enter their first ever race. Resilience Racing was started by Kirk Dooley. His idea was to create a race team for disabled and paradisabled veterans. He has been working with companies to develop hand controls for the Mustang. Unfortunately, time and money have not been on his side, so for this race, the car is unmodified. Prior to the race, Skip Barber Racing School provided the Resilience team with a race-spec Ford Mustang. However, the night before the race weekend, the team found out that the car had a malfunctioning ECU and could not be used. Due to this setback, the Resilience team will be fielding its original race car, which is also a Mustang. With the Skip Barber car out of the race, the team uses it as a parts car for the weekend. While preparing for tech inspection, the team finds a problem with the brake setup for the car.
But you're saying that this is stuck because of this pad, not because of the
Yeah, it's just shaking.
It's not hitting the spring.
Yeah, but this wheel is being mounted in the same exact dimension that is. And as long as the caliper is all
Let's get it up to 10 and then we'll do it.
good.
While in line for tech inspection, the car gets some new sponsorship logos and a new livery. The car needs new numbers and the Champ Car sponsor stickers need to be applied. Finally, a large design honoring the Marine Raiders goes on the hood. Tech inspection is the process by which all of the cars are scrutinized to make sure that they meet safety standards for the race. Inspectors look at every inch of the car to make sure they're safe to drive. They even go so far as to check the welds on the roll cages to make sure they're strong enough. The team finishes tech inspection, but it doesn't pass. The inspector finds that one of the tail lights on the car is out, and it needs to be fixed before the car can enter the race. The team returns to the garage to work on the brakes and the brake lights. After about 45 minutes of work, the brakes are all ready to go and the car passes tech inspection. To cap off the day, Doug Bowles, the president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, invites the team up into the pagoda for a celebratory drink and to relax after a hard day. With tech day over, the team heads home to rest and to prepare for the race tomorrow.
Good morning, everybody.
Saturday morning starts off with a driver's meeting. These meetings happen before every race and allow officials to make announcements and for drivers to ask questions or raise concerns. As this is a 10-hour endurance race, one driver can't do it all by themselves. Resilience Racing has 6 drivers that will take turns behind the wheel. First to drive the car this morning is Clay, the team's mechanic. It was decided that Clay would run first so that if the car had any problems he could diagnose them early. With Clay strapped in, he takes the car to the pit lane to line up for the race. Cars take a single parade lap, and as soon as they see the green flag, it's pedal to the metal. Believe it or not, the team's goal is not to win this weekend. It's simply to make it through to the finish. Endurance racing puts a heavy demand on both the cars and the drivers, and just finishing is an accomplishment in itself. Pit stops are important in any kind of racing. The quicker a team can get in and out of the pits, the better they'll do. But in Champ Car, all cars entering the pits must stop for a minimum of 5 minutes. This makes it safer for the people fueling the cars and makes sure that the teams aren't rushed. Halfway through the day, all of the drivers have done a stint in the car. However, the race is starting to take its toll. The brake and tire combination is causing the car to underperform, and the heat of the day and constant strain on the brakes is causing them to overheat and fade.
We had a great first session. It was a success because we got all the drivers rotated through. We had a blast out there. Struggled with a few things. Tires just not race oriented enough with that 240 compound and the big pin box. So just going around out there. Because of that, the heavy brakes that we got just causing a lot of lockup out there. So struggle with that, but still a good time. Not really working through traffic much at all, but having a blast. So what we've done is we've come back to the garage. We're swapping calipers between our car and the Skip Barber car to get the calipers more matched with the compounds that we have available to us. So with that lighter initial bite, we think the tires will lock up less, be more matched with these lighter weight tires, and we'll keep taking laps out there and have a great finish of the weekend.
The team continues to lap the car, but even with the new brake setup, the car continues to experience problems. The suspension setup isn't quite right, which is causing the car to understeer out of corners.
I was pushing it really badly this time of day, so exit on the home right here. A bunch of 10. More about braking.
We got back out after the brake change, and the compound's a lot more friendly with the tires that we've got. So it's behaving a lot better. Still a handful in the turns. Not a lot of traction and braking for going deep, but it's behaving a lot better. So been good, putting in some good laps. The guys are cycling through. Had a quick hiccup here where the engine lost power. So we brought it in. Corresponding, a little bit of sucking some water, some other things. We started speculating with the head gasket, and then we see this completely baked the spark plug wires. So put a couple of new ones on there. We're back out under power, so the engine's not hurt just yet. But we've got some spark plug wires, but they're all getting ate up in there. So anyway, we're still underway and hitting it hard, and we've only got 1 hour left. So that's
The team crosses the finish line 8 out of 11 cars in the EC class. And for a team that didn't exist 6 months ago, that's pretty impressive.
All right, so just a quick update. Started to head out this morning, had Caleb all belted in, and started to experience some engine issues. So right now we're kind of diving into that. We're hearing a lot of flutter coming from the valve train area, the
car going again. However, it continues to overheat and they have to bring it in again after only a couple of laps.
We were able to isolate that it's not likely valve drain issues right now. We think it might be a leaky header gasket as far as making that kind of noise. So we got the car out there, and we were fortunate enough to have another team loan us instead of proper race tires. So we're out there lapping right now. The car feels a lot better for everyone, and we're continuing to push.
Despite isolating the issue, the team is not able to fix the overheating problem with the car.
We had the car, we had it on track on and off here quite a bit this morning. Kept battling a lot of different issues. We had it go out. It run real strong for about a lap or two. Then it started to fall in stage of fourth gear, then third gear started to be more pronounced. There's a lot of sputtering, so we're down on power everywhere. We continued to cycle through drivers as we were investigating these problems. Those tires are fantastic, so that's been very helpful. So all the drivers have been able to experience the proper set of race tires out there. So had a blast, but with the symptoms that the car is showing, we've just come to the conclusion that there's something not right, and it's going to require a little bit deeper investigation. We don't want to risk the engine. So with that, we had to make a team decision that it's probably time to retire from this race. We've had a heck of a time here this weekend working the Champ car. I think we had a phenomenal day yesterday. Had a little downtime for calipers, but finished the entire day, which was quite an accomplishment this time of year for the car. So quitting a little bit early, but I think we did everyone involved proud and honored to have been able to represent Resilience Racing and what we're trying to do out there.
This weekend, I think our main objective really was to get seat time for all of our drivers. And I think we definitely accomplished that. It would have been nice to run a little bit longer today, but I think outside of that, we learned a lot in terms of just what's required to run a race car.
Yeah, there's been tons of lessons learned throughout this, and there is a certain amount of complexity when it comes to endurance racing. So I certainly have a new appreciation for that. I have a new appreciation for what all these other teams are doing out there. As far as taking some relatively old cars and they're flying, so they're well dialed in. They've got their operations down, so tons learned there. But I think those are the objectives we were kind of after: is gaining that experience and just getting time on the track and cruising the car.
Yeah, we definitely accomplished that. I think the car performed well, definitely for what the car started out as. I believe, I think it's a great foundation for, what we're trying to do here at Resilience, and we definitely look forward to getting the bugs worked out and getting hand controls in this thing and really showing how capable this chassis really is.
Absolutely. It's got all the right stuff. I think it's about matching some different parts, matching the right tires and the right pads, and I think this thing will rock and roll. Maybe adjust the spring rates a bit too.
Yeah.